you break into a sweat with even the thought of having company? I'm here to help. After trying just a few of my hosting tips, you'll be more than ready to say, come on over. Have you ever invited over a couple for dinner or some sort of special game night and they said, we'd love to come, but we can't hire a babysitter, or we're having trouble getting a babysitter, or our usual babysitter is not available? Well, I've come up with 6 ways to help the children of your guests feel welcome in your home. So let's go over these. And they're probably not unusual. If you have had children of your own or have children of your own, you probably have these items right in your house. Since we're talking about kids, you might have noticed the bratty one behind me in the photo. Everybody thinks that's me? No, that would be my mom. She didn't particularly like having her picture taken, so she was bribed with an ice cream cone to get even that. I love that picture. So if you look at that picture, you might be thinking, this might be a challenging kid to entertain at a dinner party. Well, I have some tips for you on how to make that happen. Number 1, have a kid signature drink. And not signature as in you're inventing something, but more something that's special for kids. For instance, there is not a kid, I think, out there anywhere who doesn't love hot cocoa or hot chocolate or even just chocolate milk. And you can make that with what you have in your pantry right now. Also, have you heard about the cocoa bombs? These are hugely popular. They're big balls of chocolate that melt when you pour on the hot milk, and marshmallows pop up out of the middle. Kids love to watch it happen. They love to drink it. It will be a huge hit. There's also something out there, now prepare yourselves, called a cotton candy punch. And it has a few ingredients, and you might actually have to shop for these, but who could turn down a cotton candy punch? Maybe not even the adults. You also might consider a fruit tea. So it's like a tea, maybe not caffeinated because maybe we don't want them caffeinated, but it has fruit juice in it, and so it's more palatable to children. And don't forget to have a special glass and a garnish. Children love anything that looks adultish, that has kind of a fun garnish or a pick, like a toothpick or a wooden skewer that has fruit on it. They will love it. So, a kid-friendly drink, a signature drink just for kids, huge hit. Number 2, have something in the regular course of your meal that is a kid-friendly side. Not all kids like to eat steak, or fried chicken, or baked chicken, or pork loin, or a pork chop, but I'll tell you what they do like: mac and cheese. And I don't know if you know this, but mac and cheese is considered a vegetable in the South. That's right.
What is that? It's mac and cheese.
Where's the crock pot?
Oh, I didn't need it. I baked it this time.
What's that brown stuff on top?
Panko breadcrumbs.
Oh, come on! Why are you doing this to us?
Another vegetable that children might eat is sauteed green beans. So you just get the fresh green bean, you saute it in bacon grease, you add a few bacon bits to the top of it, maybe some sliced almonds. I have yet to meet a kid who won't at least try that, and adults love it too. So it's not necessarily just for kids, because I'm not a short order cook, but there is something on the side that they might like. Another idea to have is just bread and butter, or bread and butter and applesauce, or bread and a jam that's on the table that they could then spread the butter themselves with their butter knife.
What is my purpose?
Pass the butter.
And add a little bit of jam, add some applesauce. Most children will enjoy that. Children also enjoy fruit. And it could be as simple as grapes. It could be strawberries that are on the side. It could be a fruit salad or a fruit collection, so they can be as picky as they want to. You could have little bowls, little kid-sized bowls, little side bowls that could be handled by a child, and they can pass them, that have different fruits. You could have a bowl with just blueberries, a bowl with strawberries, a bowl with grapes. Children love to have choices. They will enjoy that. Also, as another vegetable side, you can't go wrong with corn on the cob. There's something about sticking the little corn holders in there and slathering on the butter. They love to do that. You can even cut the cob in half to make it more kid-friendly, more easy for them to handle. They will thoroughly enjoy that. Trust me on this. After dinner is through, or if you're still lingering as adults and the kids are ready to leave the table, have set up in a separate room a kid game center. Now this could be as easy as having just different card games. Uno, a deck of cards to play Go Fish. I think there might even be a Go Fish card game. There are lots of options. Phase 10 out there for cards. I'm just thinking about what's in my own game closet. Yes, I have a game closet. That you could then put in an area for kids to play. If you have Candyland that's left over from a bygone era, it's still popular.
Oh! Double safe!
Put that out. If you have the Game of Life.
It's the only board game where the ups and downs are just like in real life.
I'm a rock star.
I'm going to law school. I'm having twins.
Anything kids already know how to play would be a great thing to have set up in a separate room for them to go enjoy. The only thing I might caution you against is try not to have a loud game where you wonder like, what is going on in there? And then you have to get up to go negotiate a peace treaty. So just try to have something fun that most people could enjoy, that most kids know how to play already, that doesn't have a lot of rules. So you don't have to be involved. They can handle it themselves. Here's another idea. Hire a babysitter. Maybe you, as the host or hostess, has a neighbor who would like to make a little bit of extra money, and so you could hire that kid, that teenager, that babysitter to come to your house in a bonus room, and their whole job is to make sure that the children of your guests have a great time. Now, I've actually done this. It works out beautifully. The babysitter becomes the rock star of the party for both the children and your adult guests.
Real babysitter Nancy. She does what I want her to do.
I'm not a real babysitter.
You cannot go wrong with this. And you get to know your neighbors. It's a win-win. Sometimes the newer homes have a whole bonus section of the house. It's kind of known as a guest suite or a mother-in-law suite. You might even have a bar area with a sink and refrigerator and maybe a cooktop or some sort of kitchen, maybe small area. This would be an area where you could do some cooking. And not like massive cooking. I'm talking about more of child cooking, like making Rice Krispie treats that just involves a cooktop, even a burner.
It is so
You could make no-bake cookies. Also, even though you're not baking, it does involve a cooking burner, something that gets hot, a hot plate. It could be muffins. If you have an extra oven in there, even a small one, kids love to stir things. They love to make muffins. They don't even have to taste great. It's just some sort of fun activity for them to do with the babysitter that would involve cooking. And this would be a kid dessert that they could be involved in making. And it's my experience that children will eat anything that they've helped make. Another great idea is to have a kid movie station set up. And this could be in your bonus room. Most people have a TV in a bonus room. Now, if you have some sort of streaming service in your home, great. You can go to a kids section and there's all kinds of movies to select. Be prepared for a little bit of kid arguing going on between siblings, cousins. Everybody has a favorite movie. If you don't have a streaming service or you're not willing to put up with the fighting that goes on over the vast collection of children's movies on the system, you could have some good old-fashioned DVDs ready. Now, you may have Disney films available that you've had maybe from your childhood even that kids might enjoy. And of course you want these DVDs, these movies, to be age appropriate. So if you have smaller children, you usually cannot go wrong with some sort of Disney film or show they might watch on PBS or Sesame Street or something like that. The Muppets. If you have a little bit of an older child that might enjoy a little bit of maybe sarcasm or a deeper theme, you could go with something like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Look at this. My first day as a woman, I'm getting hot flashes.
Love this movie. Definitely could be an older, maybe 10 or older. I have Ever After, which is a Cinderella story, maybe for a pre-teen group of girls. The Princess Bride is great. Most older kids love that. And by older, I mean like 8 and up.
You warthog-faced buffoon.
I don't think it has any language in it.
I want my father back, you son of a...
I mean, it's just a great story. All kinds of movies like that that maybe you enjoyed when you were younger might be in your collection to use. Also, if you know kids are coming, if a family's coming from out of town and they're staying in your home and they're going to be guests and you want to make it special, you can go to a big box store and go to the $5 bin and just get these movies, some older movies that you know kids will enjoy. I do want to caution you though, when you do that and they're in the $5 bin, make sure you're not getting a knockoff that isn't a Disney signature movie or a for real movie that came out in the theater maybe long ago. Some of those knockoffs are not done well and they're kind of sketchy, so just watch for that. Either way, having this kind of entertainment available for kids is a great bonus.
It won't be the last.
So I hope these 6 tips help you in a situation in your own home where you've invited someone and they've had to cancel or think they have to cancel because their babysitter fell through, or it's a last-minute invite and they can't get a babysitter, but you want them to come, you want their children to come, and you want to make your whole night special for children. It's not focused on the children, but it does help them feel special. And you'll become known as the house that's open to any kind of group gathering. So what I want you to do is pick up that phone and invite someone, invite a single mom, invite a couple, invite even grandparents who have their grandchildren with them over for dinner, because a lot of those people don't get invited to dinner, and they should, because it's really not that hard to make children feel special in your own home. Give them a call today. I was said number 1, number 2, but then I lost count because I'm not Count Dracula. 1. No, you could do a cooking area. Could I say area one more time? Is that possible? Area 51. Is that good?
Hey, I thought so.
Okay.
All right. Did you talk about the movies?
Oh my gosh. No. So let's go back and add those because there won't be 6. You know why? There'll be 5. They're sitting right here. Now, if you have some... Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.